Peace to the tribe. How we doing? Now, the first thing that you always want to do when you wake up is consume water. Hydrate yourself. Because honestly, if you hydrate it, you're gonna be the closest thing to right in mind. But most of the time we don't hydrate, so we always gonna feel like we needing something. But if we hydrate, drink coconut water, drink spring water, and try to drink the best version of water you can. It's really hard to find good water out here. But if you don't have water, or you don't know no good water brands, the Mountain Valley. Get this bad boy. Some fire spring water, really good for you. And you need to have this in your bag. Like, you need to have this in your spiritual bag, real talk. And speaking of spiritual bags, let's see how can we get a spiritual bag. How can we get that spiritual bag? It's really going into our DNA, right? And really going and thinking about the celestial guidance that we can give ourselves. Because 9 times 10, we're really out here looking for guidance, and we're not looking it inside ourselves. And most of the time, when we're trying to find guidance, we go ask a friend, or we go ask, an older sibling or whoever. But most of the time, family, we can really get our advice from the Most High. We can really find, you know, confidence in ourselves, but we don't tend to do that because most of the time, the reason why we don't have that confidence is due to our lack of, accountability, and one, we're rebellious, right? So let's talk about some astrology, right? So a planet or a sign that creates rebelliousness is Uranus or the sign Aquarius. These are rebellious signs. The reason why it's rebellious is because it goes with Uranus. It goes with, the new age, going against the status quo, not, going with society. And if it is going with society, it's bringing society up, or it's creating a new system value in society. So most of the time we like to rebel against ourselves, and that's a Aquarius thing, Aquarius nature. So if you're rebelling or you're having trouble, listen to yourself. First, you need to establish, and understand the truth that is inside you. You don't need to find the truth of this world. Finding the truth of this world is finding the truth inside you, because this world is an illusion. If you've been reading your Bibles and if you've been going to Bible stuff, they're letting you know that this world is an illusion, and we need to steadfast and pay attention and watch out, because all these things that's happening around us right now is just a mere illusion. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to understand that with this illusion, it's about seeing through the Maya, the glamour, the illusion, because we always think something is real because we see it with our eyes. And family, we need to see it with the other eyes that we have been blessed and given. But if you don't do no inner work, it's going to be hard for you to see through the bullshit. It's going to be hard for you to really stop gimmicks, because the gimmicks is in this political bullshit right now. The gimmicks is in the food right now. If you think you can eat whatever you want and be spiritual, we've been tricked. We think we can eat all the hog maw. We think we can eat all the honey buns, all the stuff. We can't do that, family. See, these celestial planets deal with our sacred body parts that we don't think that are sacred, right? See, I was talking, right, and close person of mine was coming up to me and was just like, why do you be talking about women on your Instagram and channel? Why do you be talking about that stuff? The reason why I talk about that stuff, the reason why I get into that, get into the women's side of relationships, because One thing that will really fuck up your spiritual bag is these relationships. That's what will fuck up your spiritual bag. Because you being with the wrong partner will ruin your spiritual life. You know why? Because we pay attention to our partner more than we pay attention to our soul. Once we get our partner, it's like we forget how to be spiritual. We forget how to follow God because we finally find somebody that can hit that spot for us. And that's the truth. We forget about everything after that, and and we just don't do nothing else. We just have sex and just be feeling good, but don't have no money, don't have no plan, don't have no attention with this person. We just wasting time, and we just linking up and find people until if they stop making us feel good, we find somebody else. And it's like we can't constantly keep doing that. If you find your person, be spiritual with them. Really implement things into your lives that you got to do. And men, like I be putting this stuff out for you because as a man, you supposed to be following God. And if your woman love you, she'll follow your purpose through God, right? She'll follow you because you're following God, and you guys will work together to bring tangible things in to your lives. But we don't think about that type of stuff because we all come from jaded and messed up families. Trigger warning. Sorry, trigger warning. I should have said trigger warning before I said that. But we come from jaded and messed up families, and we hurt ourselves because we don't heal ourselves, and we go to our partners and damage ourselves. And for the people who want to look into their chart, right, about their relationships, look into your Venus, man. Look into your Venus. So women, look in your Venus, see how that's aspected. Look in the seventh house. And there's other planets that talk about your relationship too, and how that's aspected. But I'm telling you this so you can look and you can understand how you like your partner and what you look for, and you might not be aware that you look for that, or you probably look for, you know, what your parents, what your parents are, because that's what we go after. We go after people that resemble our parents in a way, internally. So I need you to understand that you can't just be doing all this stuff. You just can't be fucking who you want. You just can't. Cause look, like, so let's get into one of my favorite planets, right? I was talking to bro, one of the big bros this weekend, and we was talking about some astrology, and they saying astrology. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about astrology, and we was talking about our favorite planets. He said his favorite planet is Jupiter. And I can see why Jupiter's, his favorite planet. If you really want to be spontaneous, if you want to grow, want to bring that wealth in your life, Jupiter is key. Like, you really got to be messing with Jupiter. But, like, my favorite planet is Mars, right? And Mars is the planet of war. You know what I'm saying? God of war. So, like, I don't want to say that, like, I like a lot of destruction or, because when people think of Mars, they think of aggressive sexual planet. But it's like, I have a lot of sexual energy, right? People who have a lot of sexual energy be healers, right? So if you got a lot of sexual energy, if you know, like, you be want to pipe some, or you be want to ride some, just know that you're a healer. Just know that you have a gift to heal others, and you are a healer. Like, what I'm saying? And most of the time, that sexual energy has to be raised through Kundalini, right? And I'm telling you this, I'm talking about this stuff so we can implicate in our lives because we're not in a world where we can go to a temple. I mean, you still can, but we're not in a world where you can just go to a temple and just like boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're still in a day and age. You still have to deal with responsibilities, and if you're not born into that life, you're not born into that life. So you have to probably create it. So create it, you can do that, but it's implicating and bringing balance into our life. So for the people who be keeping up with the Cobra Kai reactions and the little scenes I drive and we decode them, it's because I'm trying to have you understand how your spiritual life is so connected, and these TV shows let us know about certain things. They tell us things we never understand them because we're not being we're just being programmed. watch them. But I'm showing you not how to get programmed. I'm showing you how to see through the program, what they're having young men and young women do, what they're showing you, what the adults are becoming like, because we have to be aware and we have to stand fast and pay attention to these things because Maya, glamour, illusion is really beating our ass. It's really winning. And, if you want to stop losing to this illusion, you have to go inside yourself. You have to build a sanctuary inside your mind. You have to do all these things. But it starts with, probably going to a holistic way and leaving shit alone. It's probably going through, you know, rituals and shamanic journeys to alter your mind, your consciousness, because our consciousness is the key to really saving ourselves. And consciousness is building our awareness, our self awareness. Awareness of our area, awareness of what we put in our body. If we don't have this awareness, we can probably wouldn't make change to our life. Some people are in autopilot, and some people are aware. So if you consider yourself to be conscious or on this type of energy or frequency, just by literally looking at your chart and understanding these planets, because as I was talking about Mars, the planet Mars came into my life and taught me valuable lessons, helped me understand the action that I have to take inside my life, because Mars represents literally the karmic energy of yin and yang that represents will and action. So the action that we need to take in our lives is crucial, because with that action is obstacles, right? Mars is a strong, fiery, sexual planet, and I bring that energy. And I'm trying to tell you this. So for you to activate this energy in your life, from any planetary energy in your life, first you must study it and understand it. Then you must understand it in your chart, and then you activate it by you being aware of it, and then you doing certain things to honor this energy inside you. It's not about really, if you want to pray and give offerings to Mars or Neptune or Jupiter and certain deities, certain deified ways, you can, but there's also ways you can activate that planet by not doing those certain things. But we need to have those things for us to be, spiritual, for us to really understand there's a world that we do not see, and we can see it, but 9 times 10 we're not tapping into the unseen world. And we have to understand that there's certain things set up in these unseen worlds that's causing, you know, us to be stuck in Maya, to be stuck in glamour, because I promise you, you will be on your road to a spiritual bag. Just out of nowhere, you get horny and you start chasing pussy, and then now you didn't mess up your bag. You know what I'm saying? You got horny and you went back to your ex that was doing you wrong, and like now you out of your bag. And I'm trying to tell you that you need to get in your bag by leaving them alone, because we not chasing, we attracting. We not chasing, we attracting. So I'm gonna need you to get your herbs and I got some Palo Santo ready to go for today, and I got some more incense on me. But you need to stay herbed up. You need to get you a satchel. Put you herbs inside that satchel and carry them. Me and the crew was studying last night, and we saw how dogwood, yes, dogwood. If you take some dogwood, you put it in a handkerchief on mid-D summer eve, which is the 24th coming up, and you let that handkerchief sit on your altar, and then you carry the handkerchief with you. And if you look into dogwood, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm challenging you to study it and look into what this herb does. Dogwood. Get you some comfrey. Get you some cinnamon. And I want you to study these herbs and look into what they do, because they line with planetary aspects. Like this morning, I rose and I put some frankenstein on my altar. So I want you guys to go out your way and study and learn these herbs. Go out your way and study and learn your holistic life, because once you really give yourself to your soul, give yourself to the Most High, the answers start coming. You know what I'm saying? When you put down the 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 the, the pork, bro, I'm sorry. I know niggas hate it when I say this shit. Niggas be coming up to me, be like, I see you be eating your mushrooms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't perfect. You might never know. I could have had a pork sandwich this morning. I could have probably had like 7 pieces of bacon on that motherfucker with 3 eggs. I could have had a pancake. All that shit, whatever. But I'm here to let us know that, for us to be on this path, we just can't be putting anything inside of our intestines. Because as I talked about how Mars relates to our sexual energy, right? Mars represents the phallus. It runs Aries and Scorpio, owner of the sacral chakra of our sexual energy, right? So let's say we wanted to understand more about our body. Let's say we get into Jupiter and we're talking about our liver and just more of that. See, if we're holding on to shit, if we're like choosing to hold on to things, how can we purify our blood? How can we cleanse ourselves? We can't. If we hold on to things, we'll never be able to let things pass. So think about that. Think about these ways that these planets are speaking to us, because 9 times 10 we do things that are like, what I mean by that, right? There'll be Mars came into my life because I'm gonna let you know about me. I have Mars in my 12th house, and the 12th house is the house of undoing, self undoing. So the fact that I have Mars in my 12th house, is also indicating that, the obstacles in my life, I have to get over is action. Understanding that I can't, be doing drug abuse to myself. I can't. It's so much that Mars in the 12th house can speak to. You know what I'm saying? I can, put myself in a solitary position where it can hurt me, or I can put myself in a solitary position where it can help me grow, right? Like being in, because it's also the house of death too, paying off a lot of debts that I owe karmically. It's also the house of the subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting you know because I have obstacles in my life that I have to get over and that I have to learn and build. Because spiritually, family, is so much more than the eye can see. These two eyes, they can't see much. But this eye that I got wrapped up, it can see. And there's so many things that try to dissuade you from that eye, from you not to build it. And I don't want you guys being out here studying third eye chakras when you haven't even tried building up your root chakra. So, and most of the time our root chakra is imbalanced because we out here scared, we out here anxious, we think we gonna get locked up, we think something bad gonna happen to us. But I'm just letting you know, you just not tuned into your root chakra. To balance your root chakra is a lot of herbs you can take, but the main herb and the main thing you need to pour inside your body to activate your root chakra, you need some cayenne pepper, get that blood flowing. You need to drink lots of water, lots of water. You know what I'm saying? Drink coconut water. I'm gonna go grab me some coconut water before I start my day at work. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of coconut water, put it in the big jug. I'm gonna train tonight. I'm gonna flush my body. It's so many things that you can do to put yourself to align yourself spiritually. You can even take a spiritual bath. You know what I'm saying? It was just the full moon. So a new moon is coming. So there's new things to implement in your life, the gratitude you can build. So I'm gonna have to do my first new moon video and really just talk about this. Help you understand what the moon is for. Talk about the phases of the moon, what the moon really helps. Because if we don't understand how these planets interact in our life and control us, we'll constantly be out here blind. And family, I don't want you out here blind. I want you to be out here to see everything with 3 of your eyes. And I want you to be able to see this energy and feel this energy by building it up inside yourself. So I know I kind of went on a little bit of a rant and talked about some things, but I just want to talk about some things that could prohibit you from your spiritual bag. Because to be in your spiritual bag is to be blessed, and don't be out here spiritualizing your ego, because your ego can be spiritualized. Don't follow your spirit, have balance, and build this balance upon yourself. This inner tension that we feel is the key to build the life that we want. It is the key to build the creation we want. But if we keep stuck being inside this tension and letting it choose, right? So we got two wolves, right? Which wolf that we ever feed is the wolf that's going to win constantly. So if you're feeding the wolf who eats healthy, who works out, who's always studying and activating their higher self, that wolf is going to win. But if you're feeding the wolf that loves lust, that feeds off of sex, that feeds off of greediness, that uses anger, you're going to be in that place. I want you to really think about that, family, and build up a essence within yourself. Have enthusiasm. Have a courageous outlook on your life, and build confidence in yourself by listening to yourself. Don't be in don't defy yourself. Don't rebel against yourself. Rebel against these systems. Rebel against people eating unhealthy. Rebel against these things that's causing these parasites in your life and in your body. But as I say, thank you for watching. Go ahead, look in the link, book yourself a reading, join the Discord, join the mystery school down below, jump into the rabbit hole and build nootropics with inside your mind. Get the psychedelic journal worksheet and more. But I just want to say thank you for joining. Please like and share, and look out for more. Peace.